everyone, and welcome back to another episode of K-Pop Cosmos. I am your host, Freyja, and joining me once again is Mark. Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Hey, it is going good, Freya. It is going very well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I just got back from Cali. I'm all sunburned and have somewhat of a tan. Awesome. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm doing good. So today we are talking about someone we have mentioned previously, but we didn't shine a spotlight on her before, and that is Hwasa. Yeah, so that's Hwasa. We did talk about MAMAMOO. Oh, like years ago at this point.
Yeah. I was actually not on that episode. That's how long ago it was. So I missed out talking about them.
Oh yeah, you weren't, were you?
No.
It was Tracy. Yeah, that was so long ago. So, get to talk about Hwasa though. So she's great. Hwasa, she debuted with MAMAMOO in 2015, and then she made her solo debut in 2019 with her digital single Twit, and she left her group or her company RBW and signed with P Nation. So she's currently with P Nation, which is Psy's record label. Let's see. So her fandom name is Twits.
Which I love. I absolutely love that name.
Yeah, it's great. I was like, but it does, what was it? Their explanation for it is it describes the unconditional love someone gives you. And I'm like, that's not what it means where I'm from, but either way, it's great. I like it. She doesn't have a fandom color. Nor does she. Oh, I forgot to add her. Nor does she have her own light stick. So everyone just kind of does the MAMAMOO light stick. And then
the MAMAMOO light stick is kind of perfection. There's no way to make a better version of that. The light up radish. It's
it's great. Yeah, because I thought it was like a white carrot. I went, wait, no, that's what a radish is. Because I don't usually see radishes. I don't really cook with them. So Hwasa, her birth name was, sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm sorry. On Hejin. She was born July 23rd, 1995. She is 5'3".
That blew my mind. I thought she was so much taller than that.
Me too.
5'3". She's tiny.
I would tower over her. Oh my goodness. Granted, she'd still intimidate the crap out of me, but yeah. And she let's see. She was born in Jeonju, South Korea. She has two older sisters. Let's see. She's graduated from Wonkwang Information Arts High School. Sorry, she debuted in MAMAMOO in 2014. Sorry, I got the year wrong. It was not 2015. She has known fellow MAMAMOO member Hwasa since middle school. Let's see. She used to record guide vocals for 4 Minute, which I did not know. That is awesome. She wrote and composed My Heart, I Do Me on MAMAMOO's first mini album, Hello. She composed the song Freakin' Shoes from their album Pink Funky. She appeared on Masked Singer as the aerobic girl. Let's see. Oh, this is funny. Her first love was her social studies teacher during... and she's still in contact with him.
Oh, boy.
See, I had never understood people falling for their teachers because I was like, none of my teachers were attractive. None of them. I'm like, I just guess I did not luck out with having any attractive teachers. I'm kind of disappointed. Even in college, none of my professors were hot. That's unfortunate. Let's see. She likes cooking. She likes listening to old jazz music. Her role model is Rihanna. But she did say that she, let's see, often cites Beyonce as her music inspiration, which you can kind of see. Hwasa's lived alone for 3 years. She likes Leslie Chung, who is a Hong Kong actor / singer. I think I know who that is. I watch a lot of Chinese shows. Because she can't have a pet, she's allergic to animals. She has a toy lion, which she always references to. That's cute. I feel bad for her not being able to have a pet. She was a featured vocalist in Phantom's Fingernail, Bae Chigi's Boy Jump, and V Romance's She. Hwasa was featured in High 420's Hookga. Let's see. She was also in NBC's I Live Alone, where she showed her daily life, and as someone who lives alone. Also, after that episode, they said that a lot of chefs and food influencers followed her cooking and recipes because it was such a hit, and people wanted to eat what she made. So they're like, okay. So I was like, that's great. Let's see. She's a permanent member of the popular show I Live Alone. In 2019, she released her first solo song. I already said this, called Twit. She was named the Rookie Female of the Year in Variety in 2018 and won the MVC Entertainment Award for her work on I Live Alone. See, I wrote her solo debut like 3 times. In October of 2020, she debuted as a member of the project girl group Refund Sisters. I actually saw some of their stuff. They're great. Let's see. Yeah, she was under RBW Entertainment for 10 years until 2023, and then she went to P Nation. According to rumors, which we don't know, she's been dating someone since 2018, but her company hasn't confirmed or denied it, which just means either 1, it's not serious and she's not looking to marry this person, or 2, she's not dating anyone.
Right.
Because, if they're really serious, the idols will come out. Like, it's usually after they're already engaged to the person, they'll usually come out and be like, we're dating. And then, like, a couple years later, they're like, we're engaged. It's just because they have a process, quote unquote, that they have to do. And it's some crazy stuff. Like, but they don't even bring it up unless they're actually either they're found out or they're actually thinking of getting married. It's serious at that point,
Yeah, usually it's after they're found out.
Yeah, usually, yeah. Usually. Let's see. So Hwasa, she did get into. So this is kind of weird. I'm going to bring this up, even though it wasn't like, because I found it amusing, but also really stupid at the same time. So in May of 2023, she had a police report filed on her.
Yes.
It was the Student and Parent Human Rights Protection Coalition of Sungkyunkwan Kwan University filed a police report against Hwasa for public indecency due to racy and sexually suggestive dance moves, including licking her fingers and touching her crotch, performed at the public festival. So a bunch of Karens essentially said that she was being overly provocative during her performance in a public festival. And they had this law from when they were in like a dictatorship. The military dictatorship, that it's laws against entertainment that creates public sexual arousal or creates an atmosphere of sexual disgust. And they said, however, people haven't used this law because it's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And so so her company in 2023 confirmed that she was called in and interrogated by the police in September. I don't know why they need to interrogate her. You just get video from the concert and be like, okay, well, But in October of 2023, the police announced an acquittal for the singer. And they investigated the content of the performance and comprehensively reviewed the statements of those involved, and was determined that it would be difficult to bring up criminal charges in the case because it was stupid. Because I'm just thinking of like Water Bomb, you know, where everyone's running around with wet t-shirts and shit. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of stuck up like Karens just complaining about shit. I'm like, how about, you know, don't go to concerts then? I mean,
well, there's a little bit to I mean, they did have a tiny bit of a stand to make with that, because it was at a university, so it was kind of under, you know, the guidance of we must protect the youngsters of the country.
yeah, but they're college kids.
Yes, but the move that she did was, you wouldn't have seen that at like, you know, any other stage show. If you're watching like a K-pop performance, you wouldn't necessarily see someone do that. But the flip side of that is what she did, like guy performers do all the time,
lift up
on
the
those
shirt.
variety shows, and no one says anything. She pretty much just grabbed her crotch. That's what she did in a suggestive way. But dudes do it all the time in standard K-pop performances. She did it at a university and people lost their minds.
Yeah, and I was just like, it's the hypocrisy of, unfortunately, the society over there, that it's just one of those like dark sides of like, take off the rose tinted glasses and you're like, But yeah, because like you said, the guys do it all the time. I've seen boy groups do way worse. Way worse, you know. Like, for crying out loud, Super Junior. Well, never mind. Anyway, but and here's the thing: when you look at Hwasa and her music and her style, they knew who she was before they invited her to perform. So that's on the event organizer, because they knew who she was. They knew what her dance moves are like. Like, then don't invite her. It's like inviting Jessie and being, you know, shocked that she swears or something. I'm like, it's Jessie. You know, invite her to like the kids' party.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you know, it's one of those, you know who you were before you invited her. I like, she doesn't hide who she is. For crying out loud, during one of the Mama performances, she pole danced. For crying. I think it was her. I think she was the one who pulled it. Regardless, she rocked that. You know, Hwasa is not known for being squeaky clean. Okay? Right. And I love her for it. The same thing I love with Jessie. Like, they're just being aggressive, and you have to be aggressive in that industry, and it shows. And she's very popular. Let's see. She appeared in Korea's Power Celebrity 40 list. She was 26 in 2019. She was in Forbes in their 30 under 30 Asia list of 2021. She was 16th. Most popular K-pop idol in 2018 and 9th in 2019. And let's see. She just keeps rising in these influence and impact charts or lists. Kind of like CL from 2NE1. She's always up there too. And the amount of freaking brand endorsements this chick got, she is everywhere. Like North Face, Coca-Cola, Lot, I think is what it's called. She was in Cosmo, Urban Decay, Everland. She was in Vogue, Otogi. So one of her music videos, I was thinking this too. I'm like, that looks like The Sims 4. She was actually in a commercial for The Sims 4. So EA, Adidas, let's see, Vogue, Louis Vuitton, Dolce & Gabbana, Tommy Hilfiger, I think, Gucci. Like, she has so many brand deals. It's insane. But yeah, in one of her music videos, what was this song? It was called Play with Life. I don't know if you watched that music video.
Yeah, I did watch it, and I'm like, okay, this is a very unique way to make a music video, to just have our main singer sit on a green screen, you know, not really dance, just kind of perform the song. You know, it seems like a very easy thing. And then the other video is just computer generated characters, and it took me about, I don't know, probably about 60 seconds before I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is a commercial for a video game.
Yeah.
It did not dawn on me right away until after a while. I'm like, oh, they can actually do that. I've seen commercials for everything. Cell phones, fried chicken. I don't think I've ever seen a strictly video game music video designed for, not for like little kids, you know what I mean, like designed for like older people. It confused me, but it took me a while to get to understand what was happening.
Yeah, it took me a bit too. I was like, wait, and I just kind of went, this has got to be an ad for something. But yeah, it was an ad for The Sims 4, apparently. And then there was another one I was watching. I can't remember what, but it gave me the same vibes. I'm like, is this an ad? This really feels like an ad. I just can't remember what music video it was now. But I don't know. It was so bizarre. I was like, what is this? Was it? No, it wasn't Be Calm. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. Anyway, it was the one with Loco. I thought it was like, is this like a Burger King commercial or something? Because it's somebody. It's called Somebody, because they're rolling around like a burger scooter thing, and like it's raining hamburgers and stuff. Did you see that one?
I did. I like that one. I actually liked her and Loco made a few videos together. I liked them together. But yeah, I did like that one.
Yeah, so like it felt like a McDonald's ad. I was just waiting for the ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you know, at the end, because like, why are they rolling around in a burger mobile? Like, what is going on? And he like shoots ketchup, and he's holding like a fried chicken like patty. I'm like, what is this? But I don't think it is an ad. I think it is. I don't know. Is it an ad or is it not an ad? Is it just Loco being him?
Yeah, I just thought it was just a goofy looking video, but now that you mention it, maybe it was an ad for like a burger chain or something.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, it really feels like a burger ad, but I don't. It makes me hungry, that's for sure. I do like in the music video when they're lifting the cart up, and then like it cuts to them on the like flying through the sky with burgers, and it cuts back, and it's just like these bad like puppets. So
yeah.
great.
Like, do they know that we can see that those are dummies, right? The scooter.
I was like, with how crazy this is, probably. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, I really like that. I feel like it's an ad. I don't know. I think maybe it's just a Loco thing. I don't know. But she, with her, I feel like she has really progressed in her vocals. You know, from MAMAMOO. She was always a good singer, but I really feel like she's really come into her voice and matured a lot. She also has the voice I really like. She kind of has that dark husky kind of voice, you know?
Yep.
And it's very unique in K-pop, because a lot of the not good to be mean, but a lot of the voices kind of hit within the same, with the females, they always kind of hit within the same range or style, you know? But hers is very like definitively husky and
oh, you still there? Hello. Oh no.
yeah, so I really like husky voices. It's very unique, especially in K-pop, you know. It's that mature woman voice. Not to say that the other higher pitches are bad, you know. It's just, you know, a lot of women, because not to bring up Chinese dramas or stuff, but they always like this, I don't want to call it baby voice, but it's that higher pitched kind of voice.
Yeah.
And K-pop's kind of the same. They kind of like their female voices to be within that like higher range and not so husky, but kind of more clear and pretty. quotations up, and those are great voices too, but I really like the husky ones. But yeah, and also Hwasa, I gotta say, she's also one of those K-pop idols that looks really good with short and long hair,
Yeah, you know what? I will agree with that. Because I know when she started out, she had like the short kind of bob kind of hair. At least, or no, not when she started out. When she started out, she had long hair, and then she was one of the first members of the group to cut her hair, I believe, into like the short bob look, and it suited her really well.
Yeah, she looks great with the bob, and she looks great with the long hair. And yeah, having long hair can be a massive pain. Especially when you have to like get ready for music shoots and stuff. Like it takes 4 hours to get your hair done. So like the short hair is always nice. I think she's just a very attractive lady. I like her cute her little beauty mark on her cheek, on her left cheek. I think it's her left cheek. She's very, it's her. But anyway, music style wise, one of the speaking of her short hair, when she did this music video, I'm a Bee, she also had the short hair. I really like that song. I did kind of get freaked out with the long nails though that she had on in that video.
She always has long nails. I mean, not like that, not to that extreme, but her nails are always long and very pointy, like Catwoman.
Yeah, like she'll claw out your eyes.
Yes,
type situation. Yeah, I don't know. It was something, these nails in particular, because they're wavy. Like they're not straight. They're just like these wavy things. It freaked me out. I didn't know why, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like some sort of phobia going on with these things. Because usually, like, I don't like long nails because of like just the ick factor of having long nails, the bacteria and everything. But like, those freaked me out. But she rocks some great looks in that. And I'm like, I'm getting some like old school 90s vibes. I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just the white outfit, with like the baggy cargo jeans, Yeah. But and I really liked that song. It was really good. I liked the music video. I loved the outfits. Didn't like the nails, but another one I actually really liked all of her music videos, to be perfectly honest. I liked Maria as well, where she's just kind of, I don't know what to say. It kind of feels like she's talking about like plastics. I don't know what she's talking about, but it feels like she's talking about like plastic surgery or something. It's like a self-love song about overcoming criticism and not, plastic surgery is just kind of like, you shouldn't do it type of thing. Because there's like, they're eating at a table and she's pushing a cart and there's blood everywhere. And it's just, it just feels like, she does a lot of self-love songs. I do remember because it's like, I love my body and stuff. And I remember back in the day before she started doing her solo stuff, a lot of people were calling her fat, and I'm like, fat where? What are you talking about? She is not fat, because she was very, I think it was when she was pulling that awesome red outfit during one of the Mamas. I think it was Mamas or MMAs. People were calling her fat. I'm like, dude, that's what a person who is actually a healthy weight looks like. Sorry. Right. And so I was like, what was she like? They said she's like still 95, 97 pounds. I'm like, she's not fat. That is healthy weight. Well, for 5'3", and I'm like, sorry, she's curvy. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's really what the issue was. She has like curves, like womanly curves, even though she's, close to the same age as like second generation, third generation K-pop idols. Like, she looks like a woman. She has like womanly curves, and she doesn't try to, and she, not shows them off, but she accentuates them. She lets people know, yes, this is my body, deal with it. And you got to respect her, or at least I respect her for it.
Yeah, I definitely do. Because first of all, she is a woman, so of course she has curves. Like, like hiding them. I was like, that's just, you shouldn't do that. And honestly, I don't think anyone should really comment on I know I do sometimes, but like we shouldn't really bother them about their weight. Like I think they're stressed out enough as is, like but I do enjoy the appreciation, her self-love and her music videos. They're great. It makes me very happy, and I really liked her song "Love My Body." Yep. Was like a year ago. I was like, I'm just getting flashes of like Jessie when I watch her too. I know people are going to get upset that I said that, but it's just some of the outfits. I'm like, yeah, they're kind of in the same style anyway. So I love that music video. It was like, I don't really want to say it's peppy, but it is. Like, it's great. I love that music video because she's just checking herself out in the mirror. And then she's like, yeah. And she was talking about, oh, you don't like this about me. I don't care. I like my body. It's like, I like me for me. And if you don't like me, then I don't need you. So, because if someone doesn't like you, then who freaking cares? Just, move on.
Yeah. She gets a lot of flack in the press over her outfits and her body shape. Like there's 4 members in MAMAMOO, but they target her like relentlessly, I feel like. And I remember there was a big deal of her. I think I forgot what it was that she was showing off. I think she had like maybe her pants unbuttoned, I think, or she had like a big shirt like over the shoulder and her bra strap was showing, and they lost their minds over that. So I always expect her to talk about, this is who I am and this is my body, and I'm not hurting anyone, I'm not offending anyone. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. And I feel like a lot of her videos emphasize that, and I think that's a really important message that she continues to put across for this K-pop industry that always wants to scrutinize and make women feel a certain way. And she's just like, hey, women come in all shapes and sizes. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, I guess it's like Westerner. I guess it's just, I don't understand the mindset because even I was talking to some friends and they're like, I just don't get why the beauty standard is what it is in like certain Asian countries where, well, I'm like, well, you got to think about the body types that most Asian women have. And then you got to understand like not all, how to say this, not many Asian women, it's kind of changing nowadays. Not many Asian women have the body like Hwasa that can pull off the sexy look. A lot of women in Asia, once again, not all, not saying everyone, a lot of them they have to go with the more cutesy stuff because that's just the body type that they have. And you dress to accentuate the body type that you have. And if you don't have the chest or the hips or the butt like what she does, you can't pull off the same outfits as someone who has that, because if you're flat in the front and you wear a low cut V shirt, there's nothing really there, so you just kind of look like you're drowning in the shirt. You look like a little kid playing in your mom's clothes. So it's just one of those things, you have to know your body type, and a lot of Asian women don't have the sexy body type naturally, so they don't really pull off those clothes properly. Whoa, what's going on with my background? Sorry, I just noticed my background's all flipping out. Anyway, how long was that going on? Probably a while. Okay, exit that out. So anyway, that's so weird. Let me see what's going on. Meh. All right. Anyway, I always have problems. Welcome to my life, having issues on my background.
I will say that it is the thing, and this is going to sound really dumb coming from a man in America, but from what I can gather, women's body types are different, and as you say, most women in Asian countries, or at least in South Korea, I'm sure there's a lot of women with a body like Hwasa. I'm sure there is, but she is on the main stage. Like she is forefront in front of people's, in the performing in front of people's eyes consistently in a very popular group. So a lot of attention, I'm sure, is going to be placed on her because of that, especially if you're in the K-pop industry and there's like 8 billion K-pop girl groups. and very few of them have a body like Hwasa. And the fact that she's not trying to be like everyone else and she's being her own individual self, the spotlight is going to be a little extra bright on her.
Yeah. And yeah, because what was it? The nail, what's that saying? The nail that sticks out the most, gets the hammer. And that's exactly what happens. She keeps getting like blasted for things because she sticks out the most. And she does that. I think it's great that she does that. And if she's strong enough to do that, it doesn't kneel to those pressures. And I think what was it? There was an interview or something where they were talking about her attitude. And she says, well, I have to be a bitch to get along in this, to get going in this industry and it's true, because you gotta be able to stick up for yourself or else you become a doormat. And that's not a good thing to do, especially in the entertainment industry, because that just gets you used and abused in that industry. And she's a fighter and she's like, nope, I want to be treated just as equally as the men. So I'm going to be aggressive and a bitch. And, if that's how I have to do it, that's how I have to do it. And I greatly appreciate her for saying that and doing that because it's true, and once again, bringing it back to Jessie with the what was it? Unpretty Rap Star. When she scared those judges, man, but she got a lot of respect for it. And Hwasa's the same way, you got to stick up for yourself and others and, not let people push you around, especially in industries like that, where it's a well-known secret that shady crap goes on, and you got to, and I appreciate women who are able to like fend off that crap. But yeah, she's very, very strong. I like her quite a bit. I think she's one of those ones that I would be very upset if she turns out to be a scummy person. But, she is one of the few idols. I'm like, I really want you to continue to be a good role model. I know people are like, have you seen her videos? I'm like, okay. I want her to be a good role model for girls and young women to empower themselves. And that would be great. I know she does risque stuff, but just I know, just but yeah, I really like her. I like her music. I don't really have any songs I don't like. I like all of her songs. Let's see. I would say one of my favorite songs though is actually the one where it's not, what was it? It wasn't overly, it was very simple, the music video. It was just her singing in a microphone with was it Loco again? I think it was Loco again.
Were they at the bar? Were they at the bar singing?
Yeah, I think it's called Don't, I think.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like that because it's the main focus is on her vocals, and I really like that. Oh, and the other one I really liked was it was the same thing basically, but it was called She's Standing in a Studio. It's called Star. Did you see that one?
Yes, that was like a ballad, like a really epic ballad.
Yeah, I really like that one because, like I said, I really like when it focuses on her vocals because I think she's grown really well or fantastically vocally as a vocalist. Because I feel like in MAMAMOO, they kind of pushed her more to, I don't know, they didn't focus on her a lot as a vocalist, I want to say. And so I just like hearing her just sing like ballads and stuff. It's really good. Do you have any like videos and stuff that you really liked?
Yeah, so I will say that I was never a MAMAMOO fan at all before, back in the day. And there was a a YouTuber that I followed, watched his video reactions all the time, and they always had MAMAMOO posters hanging up in the background, and I'm like, this dude really loves this group. I don't understand why. Like, I don't get it. And I did see some of their videos, but it just never, I don't know, it just never hooked me at all. And I think it's because I was, at that time, I was very much into like the JYP SM K-pop style.
Oh,
So
okay,
I wasn't really like looking for the MAMAMOO style, which is very like kind of jazzy and kind of quirky.
Yeah.
So one day I was watching videos, and it was the day that, either the day or the day after that, Twit came out, her like solo song, and I was like, oh, who is this Hwasa? Who is this woman? She's amazing. And then all of her, like, the video came out, and then all of the stage performances came out, and then I'm like, oh my god, who is this woman? She's amazing. And then it's like, oh, she's in MAMAMOO, and I'm like, oh well, okay, now I'm gonna have to go back and rethink my my original thoughts. And that's how I wound up a MAMAMOO fan. Is that after Twit? So she has been like kind of the focal point of my love for that whole group, because she's amazing, and she's very easily identifiable because she has what I like to call a resting bitch face.
Oh yeah. She does.
Looks very serious and very like, I will step on you if you get in my way look on her face, and I love that. I absolutely love it. She's fantastic. So yeah, so videos that I really liked, the same ones you did. I did like, I mean, Twit and Maria, I think, are like the top tier videos for her. And there's a ballad called LMM.
Oh yeah.
That I also love. I thought was just absolutely fantastic. The clip that you showed earlier for the video, Nah.
Yeah.
That one I hadn't really come across. Like, for some reason, I think I saw it originally, but it didn't, like, it kind of snuck under the radar. So when I watched it this time, I'm like, oh my god, she does house music too, and her voice fits perfectly with that. Like, that's such a great vibe for her. Like, she fits that so well. And the fact that it's like, they're filming out in Paris and out in the street, and it's her and a bunch of women, and it has like this amazing beat. Like, that video just kind of blew me away. And then there's a there's a there's a song called Can We Talk, and it's a cover version by an artist named Khaled, that she did a cover version of. And it's like very quick and very simple, but she sings it so well, and her English is so good in that video. I'm like, oh, she's like super talented in every language. Like, she's awesome. And Star, I agree, is really good. And the other thing I caught was that she, at some point, she became the go-to for features on rap videos. Like, if you're a guy, or actually if you're a rapper, guy or girl, and you want someone to sing the hook or get a female voice, she must be like the number one candidate. Like, she must be at the top of everyone's list, because every video that I saw, I'm like, oh, here's two guys rapping featuring Hwasa. Oh, here's two guys rapping featuring Hwasa.
Yeah, she really was. Also, did you know she did she was a feature on a Dua Lipa song?
Yeah, I forgot about that. That came up in my Spotify thing like a while ago, and I'm like, oh, I love when I unexpectedly find K-pop working its way into like everyday life. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't remember, was that song from that old what's her name? 1970s. She was in Greece. Was it like a remix of that? It was that I don't remember. But that I love that song. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've listened to that Dua Lipa song. But I love that song. I had that on repeat for a while when it came out like 5-6 years ago. But yeah, that was a great song. But did you have any songs you didn't like?
Oh, there was a ballad I'm not great with ballads.
No, that's understandable.
In some aspect. I mean, for some reason, like, I mean, the MAMAMOO, if anyone can crush a ballad, it's going to be MAMAMOO.
Yeah.
But there was one song called Just Talking to Myself. That was a ballad. And I was like, I'm not really sure how I feel about that one. And then she had like a very minimalist video. It was like a Christmas song, I think. It's called Gray Christmas. It's her sitting on her bed with a microphone and like a little MIDI keyboard. And it was cute. It was cute, but it wasn't amazing. Maybe I'm spoiled. Maybe I'm spoiled by Maria and Twit, but
Yeah.
the kind of minimalist ballads, they're okay. They just didn't really do it for me.
Yeah, I feel like I've saw those, but I don't remember them, which I guess would say all it needs to be said about that. But like I didn't necessarily. Yeah. But I don't necessarily say it. But I guess I just dislike those two then, because I can't remember them. I'm like, I know I watched them. But yeah, so Hwasa's great. She doesn't have a whole lot out because she's kind of, as a soloist, she's still a rookie phase, quote unquote.
Sure. Yeah.
She's in her soloist rookie phase, but she's not a rookie. But so there's not a whole lot of music from her specifically.
But there was enough for her to go on tour here in the States. And I'm kind of sad I didn't get a chance to go out to New York this year. But I think it's awesome that, because MAMAMOO is one of those groups where it's like their singing is so good. It's like, oh God, if I could hear them live, that would be amazing. So that probably would have been my only chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the U.S. What they do last year, was it last year? They passed a law. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where any foreign artists have to pay a higher fee to perform here. So I feel like we're gonna get less K-pop groups coming over here because of that.
Wow, that sucks.
Was it I think it was either a fee or they have to pay a higher percentage to the venues and stuff. So it's too, I don't know, maybe local artists are getting pissed off that they're losing. I don't know. But yeah, they passed something. So I'm like, it was last year. So that's going to happen. I'm like, seriously, that's so stupid. Now my K-poppers aren't going to come here anymore. But yeah, MAMAMOO and Hwasa are definitely on my list of like, I want to see them live. Mm-hmm. But I'm in like, I have to fight for either tickets in California or Chicago or Texas. And like all of those, I don't want to go. Well, maybe California, but like Chicago was fun once, but I'm like, I don't know. It was windy and cold, man, when I went to see BTS. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that again. Texas is just hot and humid. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And then there's California, and California's California. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, out of the three, but it's so hard to get tickets in those cities. Like, you should come closer to the mid of the United States. I know there's nothing to do here, but please. But yeah, she's definitely on my list. I can't take my niece with me. My niece is into K-pop, but I wouldn't be able to take her with me. I'll take her to go see Stray Kids. She loves them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they bring her to see, like, if you're gonna bring her to a K-pop show, bring her to like a all boys, being cool show.
But she's still like, she loves Stray Kids. Like I bought her for Christmas their skazoos or whatever, the little animal stuffies. So she has like 4 of them. She's she's collecting them all like Pokemon, but she loves them, and she's like, oh, that's IM. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know who this is, but I don't know whose skazoo goes with who. She's like, oh, that's so and so, and this is so and so. I'm like, girl, you're obsessed with them. But anyway, back to Hwasa. Sorry. Yeah, she's fantastic. I wish I had more to say. I'm just going to keep a close eye on her. I hope people just start leaving her alone, to be perfectly honest. Just let her flourish and bloom. That's the way she wants to, I mean, we need some more. We need more ballsy female artists in
Yes, yeah.
K-pop.
I'm waiting for someone else besides Dua Lipa to kind of reach out their hand to Hwasa and bring her, over to the States just for like a duet or something, like something cool. Like I really, and I know this will never ever happen, but I think it would be so cool if her and Rihanna could link up and
Oh
do like a
yeah.
song together, because I feel like that would be like chocolate and peanut butter. It would be like the combination that no one knew that they really needed until it actually happened.
Yeah. Oh god, that would be I love Rihanna. She is my high school like favorite artist. I love her. Yeah, that would be great. But those are always like few and far between. You always have to find those like random artists that you'd never knew they like K-pop. And all of a sudden there they are. But yeah, I would love to see something. And I think Na was her most recent song. So some final thoughts. I love her. I think she's great. She has that great voice. She has a nice, husky, rich, dark voice that I like with my female artists, just because it makes her sound mature and more womanly. Like I said, I'm not saying the high-pitched or higher pitched voices or the cleaner vocals are bad. I'm just saying it's just not. This is more my style, these are the type of husky voices that I really like for women singers. And I love her music videos. I love her personality. I loved her with MAMAMOO. I love MAMAMOO. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of her stuff. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I will say the thing about her voice and the thing about MAMAMOO actually is that in any other K-pop group, she would be like the vocalist. Mm-hmm. Like she would be like the main vocalist, and it'll be like 4 other girls around her that were, pretty and cute. But when it came time to like deliver the chops, she would be the one to do it. And the fact that MAMAMOO has 3 of them, I mean, Moonbyul is, she's a good singer too, but she doesn't have like that vocal power or like Wheein and Solar. But the 3 of them together, even though they're all powerful singers, they all have very unique voices. Mm-hmm. And that's saying something. I don't know how the record label found these 4 incredibly talented women and had the idea to put them all together in a group. But Hwasa definitely stands out. Even in a group of powerhouse singers, she still stands out. She's amazingly talented. And I think that, again, if you're a rapper and you want a female vocalist, somehow she always gets featured. If she doesn't continue as a solo artist, if for some reason MAMAMOO like just have a big fight and decide they're not going to speak to each other ever again, she's always going to be like featuring Hwasa.
Yeah.
No matter what. I will say if you really want to experience like the full MAMAMOO experience, I've said it before on the show, their concert movie, MAMAMOO MyCon, MYCON, is still streaming on Tubi, and Tubi is a free app. So if you have Tubi, pull it up. You can watch the whole concert movie that I saw in the theaters, and it's fantastic. You really get to see them all like really shine and sing live. And the best part is they do, because each one of the members had their own solo songs, they do each other's solo songs. So you get to see Hwasa be cutesy. So fierce. It's amazing. So yeah, Tubi, I definitely recommend the MAMAMOO concert movie.
Yeah. And yeah, I recommend that too. I love these concert movies. I feel like I can go to concerts without going to concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys once again for joining us on K-Pop Cosmos. You can find me on YouTube on Freyja VT. Once again, that's Freyja, V as in Victor, T as in television, or VTuber if you want to think of it that way. And I play otome games and other video games, but mostly otome games. I am currently playing Verche Evermore, and if you want to hear me cry a lot and struggle to read, that was the time, because I bawl my freaking eyes out constantly. I am hysterical in most of it. So yeah, check me out. And what do you got going on, Mark?
You can catch me every week on Soul Wizard Podcasts. Me and Joey and Aubrey, we get together and we review new movies that are hitting theaters or streaming. Last week we did Ryan Coogler's Sinners. Coming up soon, we will be doing what arguably should be the best movie in the history of Soul Wizard Podcast, because I don't like to go to the movies. I mean, let me rephrase that. I love going to the theaters, but I like to save money because we go to the movies all the time. So if a movie is streaming on Netflix, even better. So we have a Netflix movie starring Tom Hardy, who Aubrey absolutely loves, from the director of one of the best action movies ever made, The Raid. So those three ingredients should make this the absolute best movie in the history of our podcast. So it's called Havoc, streaming on Netflix. That one is coming up soon. And of course, we have all of the other big ones, Mission Impossible, Superman, all of the big nerdy movies that's coming out. But you can catch me at Soul Wizard Podcast.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.